ブルガリアのヨーグルトは種類が豊富ですね。はい。
They settle down, they dispute. Yeah, you can see it. It's a big thing. Because this is the world, the most.
ホーリーウォーターをもらいました。バイバイ。
Bye, guys.
バイバイ。今日から本格的に弾丸旅がスタートですね。東周遊弾丸旅。
だってそうだよね、今7月の15日だから
何が
2週間ぐらいで東欧を回る。
そうだね。はい。Thank you。フリックスバスで行きます。USB ポートに充電器まであります。
緑のシールが貼ってあるところが多分事前に指定してあるところで、それ以外のところは当時自由席になる。
指定席するのに確か2ユーロぐらいかかるんだよね。いや Wi-Fi あるけど遅めかな。出発しました。5時間の旅だ。ブルガリアとの国境付近に来ました。パスポートコントロールはあるのかしら。やっぱり行くみたいです。パスポートコントロール。ブルガリアは2024年の3月に宣言協定加盟したからね、無事終わりましたね。出国入国って感じだったね。
スタンプとかいらないんだね。
ね、
ポリスの人たちも
フレンドリーだね。
お茶を飲みながらやってたこれまでにない緊張感がない感じだった
ね、ひまわり畑。あの奥の黄色いのひまわりかな。うわすごい。ひまわり気持ち悪いぐらい。さすがひまわりとヨーグルトのババラか。
着きました。
カウチのホストの人が迎えに来てくれたね。
バス停まで仕事があったのに多分途中で抜け出して来てくれて、
また仕事に戻っていったけど、
すごいいい方。とにかく何でも使っていいからみたいな、ここはあなたのお家だからっていうなんか一通り全部説明してくれて、
ハウスルールは自分のお家のように感じることですね。
いろいろでも細かくここにこれがあってみたいなのすごい丁寧に説明してくれて、でも多分時間がなかったんだと思う。すごい早口でずっとでもすごい本当にいい方。
ブルガリアはこうやってトラムがいっぱい走ってるんだね。ソビエト連邦時代の共産主義の建物だから同じ形の建物がいっぱいあってみたいな。
言ってたね。まあ、だから
80倍する。
80倍
160円。ブルガリアはまだ通貨がね、レフっていうブルガリアの通貨でユーロ使えてないから。ブルガリアのヨーグルトは種類が豊富ですね。
どれもこうやってちゃんと脂肪分が表記されてるものが多くて、脂肪分が高ければ高いほど硬くなる。大体日本人が好むヨーグルトは 6.5% ぐらいだそうです。
ただいま6時ぐらいですが、ホストの方にシティセンターに来ないかと言われたので、
そんな言い方されてない。
そんな言い方されてない？
めっちゃ優しかったよ。もしよかったら、シティセンターを案内するけど、来るって。
なんだ。
でももし疲れてたらいいからみたいな。
あ、本当。その疲れてるならいいからを言ってもらえるのはありがたいよね。人を気遣える人っていう。さっきも西のヨーロッパと比べてどうみたいな聞かれて分からんかったから、どう思うってアンツに振ったら、全然そんな答えるのにプレッシャーなくて大丈夫だから、全然分かんなくて大丈夫だからみたいなね。前方より可愛らしい野良犬発見。
ちょっと
戦闘力低め。飼い犬っぽいけどな。ブルガリアの公共交通機関はメトロかトラムかバス。トレインはないって言ってたけど、メトロとトレインは違うものなんだろうね。1回 0.8 ユーロぐらいで、それを1日マックス2ユーロまでしか取られないらしくて、マスターカードとかビザカードでピッてやって、カード情報を覚えてるのかわかんないけど、4回目以降はお金がかからない。またマスターカードでピッてできるのはトルコと一緒で便利だよね。ありがたい。東欧も来てみたかった場所だから来れてよかった。
ペロイとセレンにあってさ、確かになるべく飛行機を使わないで旅をするっていうのはすごいいいなって思って、私もそうしたいなって思えて、だからこそ東欧はさ、陸続きで行けるし、バスとかでなるべく行きたいなって思って。
到着しました。はい。
Don't worry. I have told you the most important here in Bulgaria is to feel comfortable. And feel free to late to do whatever you want.
Thank you.
Totally don't worry. For nothing. Okay, how are you? Did you manage to grab something to eat?
Yeah.
So you're full and ready. No Asian ruins from the Roman time. For example, this was a church. Churches usually has this thing over here where the priest came and start to pray, you know? And it's totally original. It's like 100% from Roman time. It's something like more than 1,000 years.
1000 years. Yeah.
And right now, as you can see, it's over there. They have found these Asian ruins when they were creating the metro, and when they were digging, they have found this.
Wow, really?
Yes.
I'm surprised.
And they just decided to keep it, and it's like a museum. It's like
But free museum.
Yeah, totally free museum. Over there is a map.
Okay.
So if you want, I can show you the ancient Sofia.
Ancient
like
Sofia.
1,000 years ago.
Yeah. You mean the Byzantium?
Yes. Exactly.
Or more past?
No, it's a Byzantine.
Byzantium.
The Byzantines were walking on these stones.
Here?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, here is where our president works. Which are
They against the president?
No. You know about the war between Russia and Ukraine.
Yeah.
Here in Bulgaria, the society is like 50-50.
Oh.
You know, like half of the population supports
Russia?
yes, and
Wow.
the other half supports Ukraine.
Wow.
Today will be for the supporters of Ukraine, and tomorrow perhaps it will be for the supporters. And by the way, here is a wedding happening.
Wedding.
Here on the Balkans, everything is run. You know? I have told you. Wait,
National Theater means cinema? 違うか。Like a museum?
it's not museum. It's like a cinema. However, the people are alive. They are dancing over there, and with the horn, and out of the fountain.
Bulgaria Kingdom?
Yes. So the whole story is that we were under Ottoman rule for 500 years.
Yes.
And we get our independence in 1887. And at first we were a kingdom. We had a king. After the Second World War, established like communist party. But this was the palace of our king. He lived here. Like you have Orthodox. I've told you, like 50% of the people they're supporting.
Yeah.
And it's exactly 50-50.
この教会がロシア正教の教会で、そこに祈ってる人はスパイとみなされて一回閉鎖されかったけど、今はオープンしてるらしい。
From time to time they're making these concerts on this square. But as you can see, it's quite different architecture than the Russian one.
Yes.
The both of the churches are Christian churches, they're Orthodox. However, the architecture is different.
Byzantium style?
No, this one no.
No? No.
This is Byzantium style. This is also a church. It's called Basilica.
Basilica.
Yeah, this is the old basilica. The story of this old basilica is quite interesting because if we can go inside, actually there is a underground level where it's like old church. So this basilica is built over another church.
It is like a holy animal, lion.
Yeah, it's our national animal because in the past there was this Balkan lion. The lions were living inside the caves. We have like more than 5,000 caves. We are quite cavey
In Bulgaria?
In Bulgaria, but they're extinguished. So there's no more lions in our territory. However, it's still our national animal, let's say. So here you can see a mosque. Here it's a synagogue, Judaism and stuff like that. Here you have a church. This one, it's Catholic church. So you have all these religions. And it's quite fascinating because this is part of the Roman ruins,
Ah.
and you can walk on the Roman ruins, listening of the priest from the mosque, and something like and also hearing like the bells of the Christian cathedral,
Ah.
looking at the synagogue and stuff like that. But oh, do you see the moon? The moon is fascinating.
Yes.
So the first, she had 3 daughters. The first one was Hope.
Hope.
The second one was Faith, and the third one was Love.
Wow.
Sophia is the mother
Mother.
of Faith, Hope, and Love. I'm really not so religious. I mean, I just know some stuff, but overall, like, I believe more like in nature, physics.
政府機関が存在しています。あれはオスマン帝国からの独立の時にブルガリアをサポートしてくれたロシアの王様らしいです。Oh,
Yes.
same name.
Yes, Sofia University, but the name is Saint Clement Ochridsky. Okay, guys, I will need to make
Okay.
a phone call.
Yeah, 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 of course.
Like,
すごいさ、子供がいっぱいいる。
平和だよね。
平和。雰囲気がすごい首都なのにすごいゆったりしてるよね。ブルガリアはそういうオスマンから離脱するときにロシアからの協力を得たり。
やっぱ地理的なだけじゃなくて本当にロシアと関わって
そうだね
るんだなっていう感じだね。
ブルガリアはさ、フットボールチームは弱いらしい。宗教としてはブルガリアもロシアも両方東方正教会っていうビザンツ帝国が元にしてた宗教、だから西洋とは違うんだね。宗教的にも近いしっていうのもあるんだろうね。
そうね。
アメリカは違う民族が一つの国として暮らしてるけど、バルカン半島はみんな同じ宗教とか歴史を持ってるのにバラバラに今されちゃってるみたいなことを言ってて、その誰の何の思惑なのかは分かんなかったけど。うおー、びっくりした。
そういう場所だ。
こんなに子供で賑わってる首都ありまっかって感じ。しかもやっぱ夜が長いから
長いね。
今8時半だよ。
日本と同じぐらい。
物価そうだね。
日本と同じぐらいヨーロッパの雰囲気を見てる。
yeah,
Sit.
this is really popular. Yeah, you can sit, you can have conversation with those 2 people are our most famous writers.
Lighter.
They write poems and books and stuff like
Both
that.
of them.
So they're Petko and Pencho, their father and a son. They were really active when the new Bulgarian country has been formed after the freedom of the Ottomans. So they really helped like develop our literature, because for 500 years we didn't have official like literature, books in Bulgarian language and stuff like that.
Beautiful street.
It's called, this street is called Vitoshka.
Vitoshka.
Because at the end of the street you can see the mountain Vitosha. This is the mountain Vitosha, and that's why I wanted to get a little bit dark in order to like show you the light, you know. Writer, he's like those 2 over there, and he's famous that he has written perhaps the most famous of our like novels. The same person, you know. Like yeah, it's a big thing.
Wow.
Here,
Here. Yeah.
like,
I remember.
I met you like.
Wow, totally different.
Okay, let's go like. Let me show you my favorite church.
Okay.
This church, a really big story. This one. Before the end of Second World War, we were a kingdom, and there was communist opposition. They call them partisan. They had a plan to kill the king. Their plan was first of all to kill the general, and where is the funeral of the general? In this church. They placed explosive on the roof of the church, and the main idea was when the king came in and all of the important people and smart people in Bulgaria are inside this church, to blow the roof and the roof to fall and to kill all of the ministers and
Ah.
governmental bodies and the king family and so on. So they proceeded with the plan. They put some explosive on the roofs. The only thing that make our king not to be inside is because someone from his family also died the day before. So our king was on another funeral. However, all of our generals and intellectuals were here and they killed like 160 people. They were buried inside this church, which was the biggest terrorist attack
Yeah.
in our Bulgarian history.
わあソフィアらしいです。あーめっちゃ綺麗。
It's really old church.
Yes.
It's called Rotonda because it's like totally circular.
さっきデモが行われていた場所です。昨日ロシアが子供の施設を爆撃かなんかして5人の子供が死んでたのを追悼してるのと、あとそれのデモをしてたらしいです。
It wasn't with the flag, but it was like
あれはもともと社会主義の時代にはその大きい星だったそうです。それが今は共和国になってスターが取られてると。
this is
Drink?
yeah, this is for drinking. This is for drinking.
And this is boza?
ボザイ
Yes.
小麦
Yes.
小麦を発酵させた飲み物
And this one?
So this one is banitsa.
Banitsa.
So banitsa, it looks like this. This is the most typical Bulgarian breakfast, I would say. Like
Wow.
banitsa with boza or banitsa with ayran. Every Bulgarian child has been born with this food.
Wow.
You know? So this makes us strong Balkan people and gives you strength for the whole day. And
how to make
okay.
the
Yeah, it's
so
similar.
we are familiar to this
Ah,
drink.
okay.
Yeah.
甘酒だね、確かに。おはようございます。
今日はこれからショーを見に行きます。
フォークダンスのお祭りでしょ？
あ、そうそう、フェスティバル。これが当社国際フォークロアフェスティバルっていうので、ブルガリアの首都ソフィアで毎年7月に開催される。1996年に開催されてから、だから結構長いそういうお祭りらしくて、
歴史がね。
そう、国際ダンスフェスティバル連盟っていうのがあるらしくて、それと提携して国際的なフェスティバルみたいな感じらしい。
トラムで向かいます。ちょっと夕方まではもうお家でゆっくりして、まずご飯をその方が勤めてる大学の近くで食べて、そこからフェスティバル行って今日は終わり。あ、いました。Hi.
how are you?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, yeah, I'm fine. How was your day?
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, it's nice.
We take our rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you decided to rest.
Yeah.
Shall we eat?
Yeah.
Just something that I want to show you. We are famous with so-called Bulgarian umbrella, and this is because of this guy over here. This square is called Journalist Square. Georgi Markov, as you can see, he died in 1978. So in 1978, he was actually in the UK. He was a Bulgarian journalist who was working for BBC in the UK, and he was writing articles against the communism here and overall. One day when he was waiting on the stop in the UK, he felt like a pain in his leg, and after 2 days he died. Communist Party has developed this weapon, which is actually an umbrella, but it's a gun and it holds only one small bullet in poison, you know, in really strong poison. So he was killed with an umbrella, and they have shot him in the leg when he was waiting.
Why they're the upper?
Decided.
Good.
Yeah, this is quite traditional looking Bulgarian pub. It has been established in 1926.
Very traditional.
And like it's quite traditional and also it's not so touristic, let's say.
Mm.
So it's not overpriced or something like that. This is how usually the old Bulgarian
Well,
houses
they're
work. Yeah, it's
almost
not
reserved.
working. This,
Oh, not
this
working?
room it's not working.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's summer.
Mhm.
But it's quite typical to have, for example, this thing on the walls. You see like pottery and stuff like that. It's quite typical decoration. That's why I wanted to bring you here.
Yeah,
to
very
feel
good
the
restaurant.
red peppers. This one is Georgian, which is spear. So you have tried this one that we bought from the market, and this one is made here. I mean, the ayran is made here.
Yeah. Thank you. Merci.
This is Shopska, and this is Ovcharska. Yes. It's chicken, but they're actually fried on the pan.
We ate the in Greece, souvlaki, you know?
Souvlaki.
Souvlaki.
Yeah.
It's also like
With the sword and
yeah, but this is more larger.
So we also have like shishche, which is like
Oh,
only a
small.
bamboo stick.
Yeah,
So-
bamboo stick. 音楽が聞こえてきました。フォークダンスフェスティバル。Wow.
This is our kibodo.
Ah. Wow, many people. 文化祭だね。自分たちは絶対見つけられないよね。夏祭り。この屋台の感じとか。
спонсори и така нататък, защото гледаме да ги представим по най-приятния начин, но едно събитие като това няма. Ансамбъл Имеди, Джорджия!
今日は初の2人での市内散策。
私が食べることとウィンドウショッピングをすることが好きって言ったらおすすめのマーケットを教えてくれて、そこにね。
今日はコンサート行こうかって言われたけど、すっごい昨日までがずっと盛りだくさんで、明日も一日盛りだくさんで、だから今日はゆっくりお家で過ごして、夜ご飯はカレーをね作ってあげようかなと思ってます。
美味しいカレーを
美味しいカレーを
頑張って
ね。
作ろう。
ね。
本当だ。可愛い。
本当に海外ってさ、すごい国旗を見るよね。ね。
やっぱあれだよね。軍国主義っていう悪いイメージがつきすぎて。
ね、そういうことなのかね。
ネクタリン。
知ってる？
なんか食べてるんですかね。
食べた？あんずがあるよ。
これは産毛があるけど、ネクタリンはほとんど毛があります。
へー。地中海かな。あんま見ないよね、日本で。
自分じゃない？でも種がある。
本当だね。そしてあんまみずみずしくなさそう。いや、いろんな野菜があって楽しいね。わ、何これ？白ナス？白いナス。安い。え？本当に？2、4、6、7個。 7個のネクタリンをゲットしました。
60円。安くない？
安すぎ。
羨ましい、本当に。
ブルガリアは第一次世界大戦も敗戦国なんだよね。でそこから不安定な政治状態が続いて、で第二次世界大戦も負けちゃって、でその後東欧革命っていうね、そのソビエト連邦側についてた東欧諸国が民主化される動きがあって、ルーマニアとかは結構荒れてたらしいんだけど、ブルガリアに関してはすんなりと民主、そうそうそう。
ブルガリアはソ連が支配してた時に忠実に
ね、EU に入った今でも親ロ派がまだまだで、本当に50-50の状態らしい。だから選挙も3年間で7回行われるみたいな不安定な状況らしいです。最近はウクライナ戦争で武器を製造して EU に送ってるらしくて、ロシア製の武器を作る技術をブルガリアは持ってて、それももともとソ連時代にバルカン半島がヨーロッパの火薬庫って言われてたのの筆頭みたいな感じで武器製造をしてたから、今この戦争が起きてロシア・ウクライナ戦争特需になってるらしい。でも結構
人口減少がすごい起きてるらしくて、
EU に加盟してからやっぱり移動がしやすくなって、ヨーロッパの中で最貧国だから稼ぎ頭の中間層がどんどん出ていっちゃってるんだよねっていうので。
The Balkan.
History?
Not history. Balkan. Days it gets like dusty and stuff like that, you know, because of the trees. However, I will. And you have a lot of also like we need to find a place
Park?
to park.
Like a needle.
Yeah, like
Oh, this is the monastery?
yes, this is the wall of the monastery. It's more like a settlement.
Yeah.
If they like slaughter everyone, there will be a revolt. And this was one of the places where actually the Bulgarian culture has been preserved in those 500 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
So
This is also Orthodox,
yes, this is
style.
the church.
Yes.
And you, as you can see, you have a lot of paintings.
Yes, you said.
Which represent different saints. For example, those two over there, I recognize them immediately, which are holding a scroll. A really long scroll.
Yeah.
Those are Cyril and Methodi,
Mm-hmm.
who created our alphabet.
Kirill?
That's why it's Cyrillic.
Wow.
I mean, in Bulgarian it's Kirill, and we don't call it Cyrillic alphabet, we call it Kirillitsa, because it's Kirill. Usually in the Orthodox, you have a saint who is the protector of something specific.
Yeah. Many protector.
Yeah,
there.
you have Saint George, Georgi. who is-
Georgi, we went to the St. George church, yeah?
So he actually is killed a demon. That's why he is the protector of the army. Saint Nicola, who is the protector of the sea and fishermen and the sailors.
Yeah. Those are written in Bible.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
Orthodox and Catholic and Protestant maybe same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
ホーリーウォーターをもらいました。
Every church has his own
Holy
saint
water.
Holy water.
Yeah.
Because, for example, when you baptize your child, or if you get married inside the church, and the priest will put some flowers inside a holy water, and he will like sprinkles, but not from every church you can buy.
オーソドックスチャーチはこういうベルのついたタワーが。Every Orthodox church, cause in Sofia we cannot find maybe this like a tower.
Yeah, not everyone.
Not
like,
everyone.
It really depends how big it is.
When the bell ring.
It signalizes something to the people. For example, it rings before each prayer, like for the morning prayer and the evening prayer, they're ringing the bell. Also, it can ring, for example, if it's New Year, if it's Easter. The bells are more like signalization to the world that something is happening. Those are residential floors.
Yeah.
The up floors are residential.
教会を守る壁っていう役割を果たしつつ居住区でもあるらしいです。
Инженерни такива остатъци. Именно, да, как се казва, всичко да си е так. Благодаря ви. Okay, so this was the entrance. So this is also really typical during the winter, and you need to go outside, and especially if you're in the mountain, this is the thing that you put on you in order to protect.
Very, it seems like
You can
heavy.
touch it, yeah, it's quite heavy. Even
So
in the
wait.
church. So this is more like during the revolution time.
Whoa, this is the jail?
I guess so. It looks like a jail. On the top you pour the wheat.
Water mill.
Yeah, and this one is rotating. The wheat is passing through the stone and it's ground.
Pressed.
And at the end, here you receive actually the flour
Ah,
from which you can
flour.
make the bread.
すりつぶしてパウダーにしてんだね。
I think these were just the channels that they
To the river?
artificially built in order to get the water from the river through here. And this flow of water was actually rotating the stone.
Then not the jail, just a channel.
Yeah. Monasteries were really important to produce also food. It wasn't only for spiritual stuff. It's like a settlement, and everyone who comes into the monastery should be feeded, like treated like.
グッドメンタルだけじゃなくて物理的にも健康であるためにいろんなご飯を作る装置とかがあるんですね。
Here in the monastery, they were also producing some honey.
Then they can create bread and honey.
Yeah, bread and honey. So here, this thing, actually, this is the fireplace.
Fire?
The fire, but the entrance is from the other side. Because this museum is actually the old kitchen, the old restaurant. Let's say, that
これはオーブンなんじゃないかという。
Yeah, this was old oven. It's empty, where you put bread, like potato. The only thing that it's missing is the chimney. I cannot see the chimney. It should have a chimney. Yes, furnace. Yes, exactly. I was correct. Just the
Wow.
It's not from there. For example, you put the bread. Oh my god.
So long.
But where is your? Where is the chimney? Yeah. It's clearly the kitchen because you can see how black are the walls are. So overall, if you want to bake bread, you go over there. But if you want to cook a soup, you make the fire down here. So you start the fire directly here. And this is the pot for the soup. And also really hungry Bulgarians.
This.
Big spoon.
Yeah. So you can see the main cooker of the monastery.
Yeah. Pottery makes sense. Oh, honey?
Yeah. They were producing their honey in this region. Also, not only honey, but this is like typical Bulgarian jam with strawberries, but with those strawberries that I have told you, it's a mountain strawberry. Do you see how small they are? Really tiny and really nice aroma. This is rose jam.
Rose jam.
And do you live in Kyoto or in Tokyo? Where do you live?
What shape?
This is a flower. Lotus?
Rose.
Like
Rose?
Yeah.
This is rose.
Because Bulgaria. Yeah. The final one is this is Japanese coin.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
your coins are with the hole in the middle.
Some coins.
Okay.
Pearl.
Okay.
This is 5 yen. This has some meaning. In Japanese, 5 is go.
Go.
Yen. Go yen.
Uh-huh.
And that pronunciation is similar to goen.
Yeah.
Goen means something important meaning in Japanese.
Okay.
And it's good meeting
Yeah.
with people in the future.
Okay.
So we want to come back here again.
Yes.
So we want.
Definitely you should do that.
Yeah.
Definitely you should do that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
You're truly. Okay, just to say, I also have a present for you.
Oh, well.
And because I know that you cannot carry a lot of load, it's really small, but this is 4-leaf flower. It's real. I have found it. I have planned it. I really want to give you this one, guys.
Wow,
So yeah,
thank you
I'm
so
sure
much.
that you can carry it.
Yeah, we can carry
It brings luck. It protects people. So take it from Bulgarian land
Yeah.
to bring you luck and all of your dreams to come true. I know that the dreams are coming true through really hard work, but always you need a little bit of luck. So, like, I really hope that this 1%, because you can reach everything that you want, but it's easier if you have this small
Wow.
fortune. And
Thank
I really
you
wish you
very much.
I really wish you all the best.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
so this is it. I guess it was really, really great pleasure. I really wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
And I'm following you in Instagram.
Yeah.
And also in your YouTube channel. So
Yeah, thank you.
I will be with you during your travels.
Wow. Thank you very much.
And Phil, again, always welcome. Yeah.
We definitely come back again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just tell me when.
With her sister.
sister.
Yeah, take your sister also. They need to. Yeah, we have a lot of roses here.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Safe trip.
Yeah. Thank you. 悲しい。